I don't remember when I first started thinking about getting a tattoo. I know I was pretty young, and I don't even know why I started thinking about it. It's not that it was something that anybody I knew had a tattoo. I just remember being fascinated with the idea.
I don't really remember the first time when I thought about getting a tattoo. I remember being fascinated with them as a kid, and for as long as I can remember. And I didn't really think that in terms of the stereotypes people have of tattoos about bad people have tattoos, or oh, you don't associate with people that have tattoos. I thought they were interesting.
I remember thinking that it was exotic, a very exotic kind of foreign kind of thing, and very beautiful. I saw them as art, and something that was really something that I would love to have because it was beautiful, and because it would make me different and make me exotic.
Also, when I was a kid, I loved the television show Kung Fu, and I thought that it was the neatest thing that Kane had the brands on his arms. That struck me, and that stayed with me. Just this permanent symbol of transition.
By the time I actually decided to go ahead and do it, I wasn't really all that nervous, actually. I'm glad I did a lot of research before I got my tattoo, because I knew that it could be done right and it could be done safely. The tattooist makes a drawing and then makes a copy that has a temporary ink on it, and that he puts on the skin to make a stencil so that he can follow the outline and doesn't have to just make it up as he goes along. It really is very safe. Everything used is disposable or sterilized or both. They actually make the needles right there at the studio. The needles are then sterilized in an autoclave, and they're used only once.
I didn't get a tattoo before, mainly because it's permanent, and there's always this question, what if? What happens when you get old? What if you don't like it anymore? What if your skin sags? What if other people don't like it? What if you're stigmatized socially because of it? What if they don't like it where you work? What if you always have to cover it up around certain people because they don't like it, or not they don't like the tattoo, but they don't like people that are tattooed? They have an idea about what kind of people are tattooed, and because you have one, you're one of those people now. And I think that was the main reason, is just all these questions about the consequences.
Okay? Yep.
I think so. It doesn't feel good.
I never got a tattoo before, mostly because I had absorbed all these negative ideas about tattooing and people's responses that I saw to other people who had tattoos.
I decided to get a tattoo now for several reasons, I guess. When I met Liana, she talked about having wanted to get a tattoo for a long time. And so the two of us kind of bolstered each other's confidence. And just having someone else kind of to go along with made me think about the implications and what would be involved, and helped me dig more deeply within myself to figure out what it meant to me and what I would try to express and how that affected how people saw me.
I started thinking really seriously about getting a tattoo when I met Brian, and we talked about tattooing and how we both thought about it. And we even went to a tattoo place and sort of looked at designs and talked about it. And that didn't go through, and I'm glad, because I think it was important to find the right artist also. Somebody who really pushed us both into thinking about the design, who really pushed the boundaries of our thoughts on designs. And I wouldn't have gotten such a large tattoo, but he started drawing and it was so beautiful, and I knew that it could be something really incredible. I finally got a tattoo, I think because I finally understood what the commitment meant, what permanence would mean to me, and that I could accept it. That for the rest of my life isn't going to be a bad thing, that for the rest of my life is a good thing.
There are a lot of things that you cannot know if you're comfortable all the time. There are certain things about yourself, about the world, that you can only learn by experiencing pain. And a lot of times, interestingly enough, I think about it when I run. And you get close to the end and it's like you feel like you can't go on and it's hurting and your legs are burning and you make yourself do it. There's certain things that you can learn only by forcing yourself to do something that causes you discomfort or displeasure or pain.
Softer. It's like a 10-to-1 water to ink mixture. It's really fast with shading stuff.
And that was one with the colors.
I'm going to put the color right over the top of it. It's like on the base. You know, just stick up.
I think that decorating this wonderful thing that we are, this wonderful machine that we live in, is one of the best things we can do. Make ourselves more beautiful. And I don't see anything wrong with it.
the more I looked into tattooing, the more I don't think it is any different than styling your hair a particular way, having a certain type of facial hair all the time. I mean, there are men that have a beard all their lives, or have a mustache all their lives, or they shave every day of their life. There are women who never go outside of the house without putting a certain type of makeup on. Things aren't permanent, but there are a lot of people who will not go out of the house without presenting some kind of physical appearance to everyone else.
I think this is a really beautiful design, and it means a lot to me. The sun and moon have always meant a lot to me. And so I'm glad that I'm going to have this really special personal thing on me for the rest of my life.
I love my tattoo. I think it's really a beautiful piece of artwork that I will carry with me forever. I chose the particular design because it holds a lot of meaning for me on a lot of different levels.
Even if I'm dressed just like everybody else, I know that I have something that they don't, that sets me apart.
It's not a symbol of what I think I am. It's, like I said, the fact that I have it doesn't make me any different. The symbolism represents what I am striving for, what I'm going towards. I don't think, and in terms of going towards, I don't think it's not going towards in terms of achievement, but moving towards in terms of constantly trying to evolve as a person. And every time I look at that tattoo, hopefully, that reminds me of that I'm going in this direction. The particular personal symbolism that it has reminds me that is the direction that I want to go.
The boundaries of tattooing have just started to be pushed. And more people are starting to get tattoos. I think that people's ability to express themselves with their bodies is just beginning to be explored.